inevitable.
You have to use your hands? That's like a baby's toy.
I'm totally Batman.
Oh, man.
Shh. Communing with the earth spirits.
Welcome to California, bud.
Cowabunga.
And after that, I just sort of space out for about an hour.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Secondary Heroes podcast. We got a special edition. We're talking about the Mandalorian Season 3 trailer. This is your host, Trevor, and joining me as usual is...
Hey, guys, it's Prague.
And this is Alexander Wolfgang. Hey, fellas. Fun-filled trailer reaction tonight, huh?
Oh, boy. This is the way.
It's been a while since we've had one.
I know. We need to turn this into a thing. We could have done Quantumania, but this one feels more fitting, I suppose.
You know what the problem is that Trevor got in my head about watching trailers, and now I've been watching things without watching the trailers, and it's been exciting. So I've been trying not to.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, wow, this is great. Why have I never done this before in my life? I think it's because I enjoyed trailers as a kid. But they ruin everything. You're like, oh, now I know the whole plot to the movie or TV show.
Trailers are different from when you were a kid, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
well,
really
that's
funny
all right.
that you guys say that, because I was just listening to a podcast where this movie is turning 20 years old. It's called Kangaroo Jack. Now, do you guys remember this movie at all?
Yeah.
No.
It's with, I forget his name, like something O'Donnell?
Yes, with Jerry O'Donnell and
Yeah.
and someone else. Anyways, so the trailer made it out like the kangaroo was a talking kangaroo. And he was a rapping, talking kangaroo. That's what I remember. I remember the trailer being all about a kangaroo that raps and talks and interacts with these guys. Turns out that was just a hallucination, like one scene in the entire movie. But what they did was they marketed the entire movie off of this kangaroo talking and rapping.
That's fun. I think I do remember what you're talking about now. That sounds familiar. That scene.
So, yeah, I guess... Back in the day, man, trailers used to be pretty deceiving. That was 20 years ago, man. I still can't believe that movie's 20 years old.
Yeah, they don't do stuff like that anymore. Anyway.
Yeah, that's like even if you go and watch like Disney trailers of like classic animated movies, because all the trailers are attached to the movie that's streaming. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. You can see the actual progression of trailers and how they used to be like, maybe I don't know what's going to happen. And then you get to like The Princess and the Frog and they show every major point of the film and everything since every movie that's since then. Every point of the film is going to be shown.
There's a lot to compete with, I guess, nowadays. So they kind of have to give it all away, right?
Attention span people. Like,
Yeah, it's a bummer.
boy.
you could sit there and watch TikTok for 2 hours, or you can watch this film.
Right.
I don't know. I watched the trailer. It gave me the whole film in 2 minutes. I feel like I'm saving time either way.
Yeah, pretty
Is
much.
that weird? Is that weird that that's where we're going as a society? Is like we would rather watch 15 seconds of something rather than watching a 2-hour movie?
Yeah. It's weird.
Our attention spans are diminishing by the second.
Yeah.
Speaking
Especially
of, we
as
should probably
each
watch this.
generation gets going too.
I know this isn't a trailer. This is a trailer reaction, not a trailer conversation. Cool.
But yeah, we'll see what this is about. Now, I and Trevor, we both went to Star Wars Celebration, so it'd be interesting to see what this trailer is, because they showed us like a super long trailer at Star Wars Celebration for this. They showed us a lot of trailers for a lot of shows, but this was one of them. So
You're
it'll be
kidding.
interesting to see
You showed a
what
long
this
one?
cut. They showed one that was supposed to be supposedly just for us, in attendance. So they'll
Well,
probably
they did
end up
that with Ant-Man.
cutting that.
The one
Right,
at
same
Comic-Con
idea, right?
was-
With
Yeah, now they
Comic-Con?
released.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this differs. Maybe they added stuff, taking stuff away. I don't know.
Well, I will say I did watch this trailer already during a game that we will no need to mention that game that was on.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was smack dab in the middle, and all of a sudden it drew me in. I was like, I am fully into this commercial right now. It was a movie trailer, and I was not expecting it. It came out of nowhere for me. So it was an absolute surprise and very fun. So I'm very excited to really watch it more in depth rather than having it on my TV. So
Well, nice. Well, I hope it
Yeah.
healed those wounds for you for that game.
nothing will heal those wounds, but thank you.
All
right.
The buck stops
So-
here. Let's go.
If anyone would like to watch along with us, the trailer's up on Star Wars Official's YouTube channel. That's where we're going to watch it. We're going to count it down and watch it together. And it's worth noting, Season 3 of Mandalorian is going to premiere on March 1st. And I think we're going to be
Nice.
talking about it. So you might want to stay tuned to us reacting to the episodes, not just the trailer. But for now, it's the trailer.
Ooh, are we
Okay.
going to do week to week?
I don't know. You
Sounds
guys
like
ready?
a plan to me.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Okay, we'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, play.
Our people are scattered, like stars in the galaxy. What are we? What do we stand for?
More Mandalorians.
I like the designs, yeah.
Being a Mandalorian's not just learning about how to fight. You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy.
Oh,
Wait, is he training Grogu now
That
into
way.
being a Mandalorian?
You'll never be
just
lost.
being a daddy.
Oh,
Salacious Grom.
Oh, this must be Mandalore.
so he has to wear a Mandalorian helmet. Oh my god, that's gonna be the cutest thing ever.
Mandalore. So that I may be forgiven for my
There it is.
Here's
transgressions.
Mandalore. Looks great.
May the force be with you!
Ugh.
This is the way.
There's something dangerous happening out there. And by the time it becomes big
Oh,
enough
that
for
looked
you to
terrible.
act, it'll be too late.
Helmet.
Jedi.
Oh, that's new.
Hang on, kid.
Oh, frick.
This is the way.
All right. March 1st, Disney Plus. Okay, there we go. Some new stuff, not too much. I think a lot of it was in the trailer I saw, if I remember correctly. I think they played it twice for us in that theater. But there's some new stuff in there. So
You didn't get enough the first time? Well, guess what? We'll watch it again.
it was literally that. I think that's what John Favreau said. Yeah. Like, oh, cool.
And the crowd
Whoa,
goes
one more time.
nuts.
Oh, of course, we're psyched. What I didn't see, there's quite a lot. I think I didn't see. I'm trying to remember because we saw like I think 3 different trailers at the same time. This plus Ahsoka. Wasn't there one other live action show that they announced?
I mean, they showed Andor.
Yeah, maybe it was
Andor's
Andor
done, but
as
they
well.
showed it.
So
Yeah.
I saw all of them together. So yeah, I'm like, what was in what? Anyways, what did you guys think before I talk about stuff that I didn't see?
I'll go first. It seems interesting, but I mean, what's the point? Like, are we? I don't know what the point is. You guys are gonna have to explain what we just saw here.
Well,
I
there's
think
a
the
few
story is going to be
interesting
about
notes.
Mandalore, right?
Yeah.
It's about Mandalore.
I mean,
Mandalore's a big question mark because being a Mandalorian isn't just Boba Fett stole a Mandalorian helmet and that's how we're introduced to the whole idea. It's like an actual planet, and there's clans on this planet, and over years, Mandalore got destroyed during the Clone Wars and their part that they tried not to play in it. Their entire leadership got destroyed. Darth Maul came in, actually overtook Mandalore for a period of time. So all kinds of stuff has happened to Mandalore, but we do get to see it actually carpet bombed in one of the other live action versions of it. So the Empire went and destroyed all of Mandalore. They just had none of it. And so this is kind of trying to be a rebirth of what being a Mandalorian is. So it's really interesting, though. The one thing that they didn't show which is a key to Mandalore, is the Darksaber.
Or Bo-Katan, who was in the trailer. She was in the trailer that I saw, at least.
Okay. Yes. Now I'm remembering
she's
there
in
was
it.
a bunch. Yeah, there was a bunch in the other trailer, like the Darksaber. I know I saw the Darksaber in the other trailer.
So maybe this one, I feel like this one was trying to market it more toward the mainstream, because this one debuted on the NFL, right? So they're trying to market toward people that maybe aren't as into the whole Mandalore mythology, and they're there for Baby Yoda. Like,
You
here's
remember
Grogu.
Baby Yoda, right?
Yeah, you
Look,
remember?
he's in it a lot.
Here he is. That's what this feels like to me. They do that, throw in a couple action scenes, and you're good. You know, some comedy, the Force. You can sell the general public.
Yeah, the "May the Force be with you" comment. I don't know why, but that just, I'm like, ew. You leave that
for
out.
her to say it's kind of weird, but
Yeah, for sure.
right.
The trailer itself,
okay.
though, I liked seeing all the different Mandalorians with their different painted helmets. And
I think that's the standout for me for this trailer.
I feel like I got goosebumps at the idea of all the Mandalorians together, like that end sequence where they jump out of the plane all together and they show all these people with jetpacks
bomb
flying
out.
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all in on a series about that.
Yes. More of that. I mean, that was the best part of the show, as well as Book of Boba Fett. Like, all those scenes were the best parts. Was seeing them all together flying around and kicking butt. So if we get that a lot, I'll be fine.
Well, and that's what this trailer really, it felt like there was a lot of, was a whole lot of flying around.
Yes.
Like, there was a lot of flying around in this.
A lot of ships.
But so there was a part where he shakes hands with Carl Weathers. Don't know what his name is in the show. Carl Weathers. But in the background, I'm just kind of like skipping through this, just like scene by scene real quick, just to kind of get an idea. Because I mean, with these trailers are so extremely fast, you can't really comprehend what all is going on. And it seems they're shaking hands next to this big statue of
that
a
gets blown
droid.
up, huh?
Well, no, the droid with his foot on a stack of helmets, stormtrooper helmets.
Ah, nice touch.
And I'm like, what? Like, what? I want to know more about that now. Like, what is this?
Yeah, timeline-wise, it's always weird watching this show and trying to remember as you're watching the trailer and the show, oh yeah, this happens after this, but before this, you know, because they're doing it out of order.
Right.
So your brain is automatically like, why are they showing Coruscant? Because I thought that was going to be in duress, but it looks like it's doing pretty well, which is confusing. And then there's battle droids, which is exciting because I love battle droids, but it's weird seeing them this far into the timeline. So
now
it's interesting.
I will back up. The Pele. Is it, what is her name? Pele, the comedian. May the force be with
Amy
you.
Sedaris?
Amy Sedaris. Yeah, but her name in the show is like Pele Moto.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It literally says on the screen Pele Moto, so I'm just going with that.
Oh, sure, you're right. I don't know.
Anyways, I may not have liked that like May the Force be with you stuff, but I am kind of glad to see her back, because you know that she's gonna be that fun, like, motherly figure to
I warmed up to
Grogu,
her.
and like,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that'll be cute.
And she comes with BD units, so that's what matters to me.
Yeah, you guys like
All
your
I care
BD
about.
units, don't you?
I do. So that's fine for me. I like the droids. I like the droids at the bar sipping on their oil. That was fun.
It was a
They're all
droid cantina scene where the droid needs to say, "We don't serve your kind," when any kind of life form comes in.
It's gonna be great.
So you guys both reacted when they showed certain characters, like if you still have it up at minute 102.
Like when they have the Babu Frick, or when they have Salacious B. Crumb.
102.
Character.
Yeah, so 102 is the Doctor.
Okay,
so
because you guys both
the
reacted.
Doctor, well, there's two, because they kind of back to back, right? So you have the Doctor that
Right.
comes in from season 1. He's the clone Doctor. So cloning's back on the table again. We didn't forget about that after season 1. So he's going to be involved somehow to do something. I don't know if he's going to try to kidnap Grogu again or see who he's working with this time, but that'd be cool to see. And then Paul is back as the Imperial guy with a I just have it on the screen right now. It looks like a Rancor patch on his vest. So Paul, who I forget his name in Star Wars, sorry, from Kim's Convenience Store. So he's in it. He's back. But that
And not
patch
just
is a Rancor patch, which is rad.
Not just a Rancor patch, but also a Rebel patch.
Yes. Yeah, it's a
Which
good look.
I feel like you don't see that logo a whole lot in this series. So that to me, like, kind of stands out.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't seem like he interacts with the Rebels very often in this show.
We also don't see him very often, or the Rebels much, right?
No, I'm sorry. I mean Mandalorian. Our main guy.
Our main guy. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So this is like kind of like, oh boy, Rebels. Hey, now we're a part of a Rebel group.
I mean, he's asking him. He's time for you to stand up. And one big part of Mandalorian that was not in the trailer, which I was hoping would be in the trailer, is Sabine. Just because we have an Ahsoka series, and then Sabine Wren is an actual Mandalorian. She doesn't believe in a cult of Mandalore. She is born on Mandalore. She is a Mandalorian. She had the Darksaber at one point. She's the one who gives it to Bo-Katan. We don't know how Bo-Katan loses the Darksaber and Moff Gideon ends up having it. We don't know that storyline. But the last we saw Sabine, she's out looking for Ezra, and she's with Ahsoka. So Ahsoka's already met Mandalorian. But that show is also being made. They cast who the live action person is who's going to play Sabine. So that person exists. I just don't know if she's going to show up in the show.
Well, my question to you before I watched the trailer was going to be, what are your odds of her actually showing up in the show at all? I'm thinking, my guess would be she'd be the teaser at the very end of the series. I don't think she's going to be in this very much, if at all, because she's only been confirmed for Ahsoka. So what do you think?
It's for this show. I think they're playing it really slow. They didn't originally plan for Grogu to be in the show for this long. Mm-hmm. There's a reason the Book of Boba Fett exists. It only exists so Grogu can be back with Mandalorian. So they pretty much probably had to rewrite season 3. I think season 3 originally was more about the Mandalorian lore, and that ties into Sabine. And with Grogu being more of a central figure to it.
Into it.
Yeah, it kind of changes their story. So I don't maybe Sabine makes it in season 4. Maybe Ahsoka already comes out and then they back end tie it into. But this season 3, I don't think she's going to play as big of a role as maybe she would have a year ago or 2 years ago.
That's fair. Yeah, I can see that. And I can see them shoehorning a lot of. I mean, that's what this trailer was, right? It was showing us Baby Grogu. Don't forget about Baby Grogu. That's the whole point of the show.
There was another part in the trailer of the Jedi. Do you guys feel like we could possibly get a sighting of you said his name earlier, Darth Maul. Could this be like a scene where Darth Maul comes in at all?
No, that wouldn't make sense. I would say
that wouldn't
they're
make
only
sense?
showing No, they're showing the Jedi this is Grogu's backstory, more of how he escaped when Anakin went and killed everybody.
Yep.
Okay, because I'm looking at all that type of stuff like a flashback, and I'm like, well, if they're flashbacking this far, then maybe they're gonna start showing like Darth Maul, because Darth Maul, I feel like, is a very like popular character that just really gets no more screen time anymore. So it's someone I would like to see again.
Cartoon form, but yeah, not live action.
No, I mean, he's live action in the end of Solo. And he has the whole Crimson Dawn crime syndicate. Yeah. And he did rule Mandalore, and it would be total make sense, but I don't think they're going to do it even as much sense as it makes.
But that's what Star Wars is. Star Wars is supposed to be fan service.
Oh, this show will be, don't worry, this show will be fan service.
Please.
Yeah, thankfully they gave us Andor. That was completely anti-fan service and was actually good. So I'll take this. This is fun. This is fun. This is what I meant to say.
This is what you need fun in Star Wars. Like Andor is what Star Wars can be when it's just extremely well-made drama. This is the fun stuff. When you're just having fun with Star Wars. Look, they're shooting and flying, and look, remember lightsabers and the Force? It's all that stuff.
That was a thing.
Yes. Fun stuff. What else do we have? I think that's it.
Well,
you heard they finally gave a voice to Grogu, right? It's going to be Chris Pratt.
Oh,
sure.
I was in the force.
He starts talking. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was a good one. That was really good. I'm just scanning
So
the
how
trailer real
about?
quick.
So I'm looking around like 120, and you get these Mandalorians jumping from they're rocketing out of this jet, and then they're just wiping out the streets. Now I see that same stormtrooper helmet statue without the.
That's what I was
Without
telling you
the
earlier.
droid now.
Yeah.
Okay,
they
so you
blew it up.
actually saw that. That's really
Well, somebody blew it
interesting.
up. We don't know who blew it
Somebody
up, but
did.
they might be responding to somebody that came to town and probably killed Carl Weathers. Would be my guess.
Okay, because I'm looking at this like scene by scene, and I mean they're doing like a little bit of it looks like just massacring.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody showed up in town. My guess is maybe to take Baby Grogu again for cloning purposes.
Okay.
I'm spitballing here. I don't know. I don't know what
Now-
they're gonna do with Baby Grogu. Much.
Now there is this like monster that jumps down at 127.
Yeah, that creature thing.
Is that something that we've seen before in the cartoons or anything like that you guys recall?
Let me see if I can get a good picture. He looked kind of like some Ralph McQuarrie sketches I've seen. Of like,
I mean, it looks like a
what...
mashup of Predator and Chewbacca. It's really weird.
Well, no, it looks like
Right.
the Chewbacca. What they made him to be before the final design, like his prelims.
Oh my god, really? That's wild.
Yeah, I'm trying to get onto that scene, but I can't seem to find it on my timeline here. Like he's too blurry.
Yeah.
No, maybe not. Maybe he's wearing like a mask. I don't know what. the hell that
Oh,
is.
dude, no! It's a full-on like alien. Because if you can, after he says this is the way, you keep going on. It's like alien skin, with alien feet, and that's who Grogu like pushes.
Yeah, this is
out
a
of the
random
cave.
alien creature.
Yeah, it's got to be some random creature.
I like
Or,
it.
like,
It's like-
It's probably a bounty hunter.
it could be. Yeah, I like it.
Now
like it.
the trailer ends with the Mandalorian coming in from like this really nice sunset. I gotta tell you, I love how Mandalorian comes in. Love that so much.
They do a good job with their title design sequences on these Star Wars
Yes.
shows.
Yeah, I'm all in on that.
Except for Book of Boba Fett, that was kind of lame. But these are great. I mean, that show was lame, so what do you expect?
So all in all, what is our all in all feelings of this? What we just watched?
I don't know if it did much extra for me from what I saw. I mean, as I said, the new scenes were fun. I felt like it was a little bit off with saying this is the way, and the way Grogu comes out holding his hand up was kind of weird
I
for me.
know.
I don't know.
I know.
But based on what I also saw at Star Wars Celebration, like this is gonna be a great season, I think, just based on everything I've seen so far.
Nice.
So I'm excited.
Trevor,
It'd be
Trevor,
fun.
thoughts?
I think that I kind of forget about Mandalorian from time to time, and this reminded me of why I liked it. So I thought the trailer did a good job to maybe bring people back who like remember Mandalorian used to be good because season 2 was a letdown.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone else has to say. It let me down. I was
few
disappointed
good episodes
compared
don't
to
make a season
season
good.
1. Yeah.
Yes.
Season 1's a better season. And so season 2 left me kind of like, oh, I don't really care if it comes back. And then Book of Boba Fett happened, and I cared even less if it came back. But I feel like this trailer got me renewed to be in it. It was just weird that Joel from The Last of Us sounds just like Mandalorian. I couldn't piece those two together.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Mandalorian doesn't do a whole lot of talking, so that's okay.
Not as much, that's for sure.
But myself, I mean, I think I'm in the same boat with you, Trevor. I don't think about this show almost ever anymore. I mean, how long has it been since season 2? And Book of Boba Fett was a letdown. But at the same time, I was talking to a guy the other day, and oh no, yeah, it was the other day when it came on, because I was at work when I watched the trailer originally, and the guy said, "Oh yeah, I thought Book of Boba Fett was far better than Mandalorian," and I had to stop and just look at him for a second. I was like, "Are you?" Did you really? Are you saying that for real, man? Is that? Because I was like, what was it about that show
Hot
that
take.
you actually liked? I was like,
Hey,
no, what you liked was Mandalorian 2.0. You liked probably seeing Luke Skywalker. Like, how can you? It didn't make sense to me. So, but this looks fun. It looks exciting. Hopefully, it's got a good story. It should. I suppose we're gonna go to a dead planet and try and resurrect it.
Hopefully
We're gonna put
they
some
do more
seeds.
than like Monster of the Week, because season 2 was just
That's
like a
what it-
lot of random stuff. Like season 1, I had to protect Grogu. Like first my bounty is to kill or to capture him, and then or actually kill him, and I realized that I can't do that. So now I'm going to protect him. Season 2 doesn't really have an overarching storyline other than I need to get him to his people, and he succeeds in that only for them to be like, no, you can't do that. So now he's changed his mind completely. And so season 3 hopefully is building the story of like this whole narration. You could see him talking to Grogu, saying these same things that he says in the narration. You know, he's describing these things to Grogu. And
Yeah, it's
just a
almost
whole
like
like
he's-
learning type of experience should be a story for each episode.
right. It could be him like kind of giving his son a heritage. Like this is our heritage. This is our journey together. This is what I leave to you as Mandalorian. Let's do this together, kind of thing. Which I think could be a good narrative if we do that instead of Monster of the Week, like you mentioned.
It will be
I
just
prefer
like The
that.
Last of Us.
Exactly, just like that. Oh, I'm sad.
I haven't watched that yet. Is that a Monster of the Week type of show?
No,
No.
No. Okay, good.
there's monsters.
I don't know if I'm going to. It might be too scary.
Aw.
It's pretty scary.
But you get you get the Mando. So
Yeah, but he was also in the Nick Cage movie, and I'm like, okay, but that movie was kind of cute. It was just their friendship turning into, anyways, whatever. We're not talking about that movie. All in all, guys, that was season 3 trailer, though.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, why not? It's fun.
Be sure to
I
let
like
us
Star
know.
Wars.
Are you excited for Mandalorian season 3? Should we talk about it episode by episode, or just recap the whole thing when it's over? Who knows? I don't, but you can let us know.
That's right. And if you want to get a hold of us at all, you can check us out over on Twitter at Secondary Heroes. You can check us out on CrossTheStreamsMedia.com because you can check all of our episodes there. You can check out our YouTube over there. If you go onto YouTube, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like videos, comment. I want to hear what you have to say. Maybe we'll start reading off some of the comments from some of the old episodes. I mean, we've got so many comments. I want to shout out like Mandy and Ed and Jeff. We keep getting great comments from everybody, and yeah, we definitely love you guys. Thank you. So yeah, keep commenting. I know that I teased a giveaway on last episode. That is still happening. I'm going to announce that in the next episode. Hopefully you're a Back to the Future fan, because it's going to be Back to the Future stuff. I might do multiple giveaways, because I've got a lot of Back to the Future stuff to unload. Yeah, so just remember that all this is free for you, and it's priceless to us.
Yep. And so to everyone listening, we hope you enjoyed. Should we do more trailer reaction videos? Let us know, and we'll talk to you next time.
This is the way. Prog out.
Adios, y'all.